Falcon fans. Wait, what in the world's going on here? Okay, don't mess me up. Scream, y'all. Don't fuck me up already. Falcon fans, you already know what to do. You already know what it is. Bodie 3000 is here. What?
Hey. It's cracking.
Hold on. It says here Alberto's supposed to be the special guest, not Shadura Sanders.
You know what?
Shit.
Look at the wrist.
Shit.
Look at the wrist.
Boy, you look like you getting ready to go on stage at Rolling Loud. What time's your set? When's your set time?
Look, only reason I got these on is that I had the red in my eyes because I am sleepy than a motherfucker.
Shit. One time for the fans. You already know what it is. You already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. You're checking in from Facebook, any Facebook group you're representing, Rise Up Tour, Rise Up Family, Falcons 2.0. There's so many groups out there that do represent One Time for the Fan. But of course, we're on a lot of platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. So definitely reach out to your friends, your family, tag your Falcons friends, tag your Falcons family, bring them to the podcast, bring your questions, bring your comments, because we have a lot going on tonight. We also have a special guest here with us tonight. We have Alberto joining us from 95 North Falcons Talk Show. He has been on the podcast before, diehard Atlanta Falcon fan, so you'll get a chance to hear what he has to say about the Atlanta Falcons. We are just bringing more and more positivity to the Falcons fan base, even though during this time of being 4-6, it's kind of depressing for some. But we had Bodie, as you know, Carrie on with us last week, special guest. We had Miles Garrett from Fox 5 Atlanta on with this special guest. Sunday, we had the 2023 Atlanta Falcons Fan of the Year, April Showers, with us too as well. And then tonight, we have Alberto from Falcons 95 North Talk Show. I know it's been great here on the podcast. How have you been, sir, over the past couple of days?
I have been blessed and highly favored and exhausted. I am beat down. It's really busy, but I am here. I am back, and I dropped something. But we are going to talk about these Falcons. We are going to get these Falcons on the right track, and we're going to get on the right track as a fan base. So let's do it.
Let's do it, Falcon fans. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Once again, we've brought a lot of special guests here to the podcast. And, it's always a good feeling when you can bring these special guests back to the podcast. So Alberto, who has been on the show before, I've also joined over there at his podcast too. Bodie, I believe you also did an appearance on a 95 North too as well.
Absolutely.
So as Falcon fans, we love to bring this Falcon community together, especially when it comes to content creators when we're talking about the Atlanta Falcons. And there is none other than a diehard Atlanta Falcons fan like Alberto representing this team so well wherever he is in the world. And I guarantee you when he joins this podcast, oh shit, he's already here. When he joins this podcast, he's about to go down in a major way. Alberto, 95 North Falcons Talk Show's in the building. What's good, brother?
Gentlemen, how you guys doing this evening?
Blessed and highly favored, sir. How about yourself?
Oh man, I'm great. I can't wait. Pre-Thanksgiving. So things are looking up.
Yep.
Thanks.
I mean, the team's sitting at 4-6, but smell good upstairs right now. I can tell you that right now.
I hear that. Yes, sir.
That kitchen got a winning record. I tell you that.
Shush.
I tell you that there is no losses in that kitchen right now.
This is great. For Falcon fans out there watching, listening, wherever you are, 95 North Falcons Talk Show, Berto is in the building here talking Falcons football with us. So if you're checking in, representing from Berto's platform, or if you're representing from any other content creators platform, I know there's going to be a raid from the Dixon Way coming in here any minute now. Big shout out to everybody who's been supporting both of our platforms, because 95 North has been doing a great job. And of course, here at One Time for the Fan, we're also doing a great job too as well. We can come together for a few minutes and talk Falcons football. I mean, what's more great than that, right, Berto?
Woo, what is more great than that? I don't think anything, man. We got to get this thing right. I hope that this little reset that we had with this bye week did these boys good and well, and hopefully, has them with better aspirations going forward. We have 7 more games left on the schedule, if I'm not mistaken. And from here on out, these games are crucial and critical for those that potentially could stay or potentially can go. And I'm not going to name the name. I think we all know who that is, but
Sheesh.
there's a lot riding on these last 7 games.
So early into the show, we're already dropping names already. I guess.
Dropping subliminals. That's
For my cup.
Yeah.
For my cup. And I want to give a shout out to April Showers too, because she got on me the other day about the Tito's and Coke.
Oh, God.
So I went ahead and I did the Tito's and fruit punch. You know, I always try to switch it up every now and then. This is the Arizona. I mixed the Arizona with a little bit of Tito's. You know what I'm saying? So it's got a little smooth taste to it. Gets a little smooth taste to it. But we're just trying to sip light, you know, early Thanksgiving thing. You know, when it comes to Thanksgiving, Berto, you got to keep it real.
Absolutely. 100%.
Because the time of the year when you got family around, you got friends around, and when you got Royal Dance cookies around, hey, man, I'm telling you, man, you know it's that time of the year, man.
Bro,
only time of the year you get these motherfucking cookies.
Equipment?
Huh?
You sure you ain't got sewing equipment in there?
Are you shit?
That's like every Hispanic household. It's one of those. After we bang those cookies out, we put all the needles and the yarn and all of that stuff all in there.
My grandma knitted quilt stuff in there. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I walked into the store today and I said, you know what would be great for the podcast tonight to just buy these that were on sale. We're not sponsored by these motherfuckers, so I'm just saying out here, these goddamn Danish cookies, they'll get you.
They be hitting, man.
They do
get you. Some of them you get like 3 per little like sleeve, man.
Shit,
it doesn't justify, man. It's got to be more than that, man.
Gosh, don't tell me you're the one that when you open the can, the one with the sugar on top is already gone already. Don't tell me those, man.
Please speak that into existence, because that is a fact. That's first
what
one
most people usually go for. Look, bro, they go for this one right here. Yep. If they're not, they're gonna go for that second one right there. Yep. Yes, bro, this is your third option right here. These always be at the bottom. These be the last ones in the pack. Don't nobody get these. As soon as you open the can at the end, these are the only ones you see. Like, who the fuck done left these?
I don't know, man.
One time for the fan. Crazy. Why are we talking about something like this? Because it's Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So Falcon fans get a chance to sit around the campfire or whatever. Sit around the living room, family room, wherever you're going to be watching your football. Bodie 3000, what you got planned for this weekend, sir? Bodie 3000 is in the future. Let's get him back to 2023. Bodie 3000 in 2046. Can you hear us? You there, Bodie? Uh-oh. Bodie, just say sensational, like future. Just say sensational.
Right.
Can you hear us?
I hear you now.
Bodie, welcome back to 2023. You was in the multiverse. What happened?
Moment right there.
You was in the multiverse. Tell us what it is.
Looking like damn Missy Elliott in 1999.
Shit.
Okay. So
what you got planned for this week for Thanksgiving, my brother?
We chilling. I ain't trying to do nothing else, bro. I'm just trying to chill, bro. I just made a big move, and I ain't trying to do nothing, man. I'm chilling. I'm eating. We're gonna cook. We're gonna cook tonight and tomorrow, and I'm chilling. That's it.
Kitchen don't take no L's. Berto, what you got going on over there around your way?
Whew, man, there's a lot going on. Kitchen's right now clanging and banging in there right now. I will be up early in the morning tomorrow putting that turkey in, because we have it's untraditional for most people, but we start eating like right around 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we throw down already. So I'm up early, throwing the bird in, doing the greens, doing the mac and cheese, all the side dishes and all that, man. So it's a full day. We got family coming over. It's gonna be a packed house here at the 95 North household. So I can't wait. I can't wait for it, man.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. It's gonna be a good time. I hope Falcon fans here in the chat, for those that's listening and watching too as well, hope you all have a great time. And of course, this time of the year when you're around a lot of friends and family around the dinner table, Bodie and Berto, sometimes some conversations are not meant to be had at the dinner table. It's especially during Thanksgiving. Am I right, y'all?
Oh, you are absolutely.
Tell that to my mom, please.
Sheesh.
My mama.
Falcon fans, we're gonna break the ice real quick.
My mom's break the ice, so I ain't gonna say that.
For real. She's watching like she's getting ready to text you like, bro. I hope.
Hey.
I wish you would. Yep.
She know what she do. She know what she do.
Hey, Falcon fans,
man.
we gotta break the ice. So we're gonna talk about conversations that's not supposed to be had at the dinner table for Thanksgiving. Berto, apparently there's something going on with the pumpkin pie. Apparently over there in that setting. What's going on now?
Oh yeah. I don't tolerate slander when it comes to the pumpkin pie situation. I am a aficionado, a connoisseur of the pumpkin pie world. Thank you so much. I think it's just a northern thing. I mean, I have deep southern roots within me too. Shout out to sweet potato pie eaters. I just love pumpkin pie. And there's been so much slander thrown around and stuff like that. I'm like, why the hate? Don't knock it till you try it. You gotta put some essentials on that beer, and just let it be, man. That's all it is. But you get folks to be like, oh, I don't want that dish next to me. Get that away from me. Give me this, man. Stop, because I'm swinging. Slander. Shoot,
3,000.
I'm here to tell you, I tried it, and I'm knocking it. I'm sorry. It made my stomach hurt.
Oh man,
it was bad. I don't know what. Maybe it was the wrong one. Maybe I had it from the wrong person. I say that, but that's the thing though. If I had it one time and it's bad, I poo on it. Like it be over for me. You gotta get it years until I try it again. So sweet potato all day. Potato block.
That's all right.
Falcon fans, smash that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. Pumpkin pie for me, honestly, I've probably tried it once when I was younger. So I'm not just a big fan of pumpkin pie. For me, it's kind of like the macaroni salad. Like I'm kind of big on that too as well. The mac and cheese too as well. But I know at the dinner table, I done heard some conversation that wasn't supposed to be had. Somebody getting fired from their job. I don't think that's good to have a conversation about that at the dinner table. That might randomly come up too as well. Of course, who made the potato salad? You never ask at the table who made the potato salad. For those that seen the movie long time ago with Steve Urkel, you guys might remember the scene at the dinner table. But that question is always taken the wrong way whenever you asked it. So who made the potato salad? Next thing you know, everybody got to stand up. Oh shit, here we go. You don't ever ask that question.
Nope.
Nope.
Bodie, anything else? Any conversation at the dinner table that's not supposed to be had during Thanksgiving, brother?
I think you're not supposed to say anything about somebody if you got baggage. Y'all remember that year when all the memes came out, the clapbacks, Thanksgiving. Like, don't talk shit about me, because I know that you on your fifth husband. Like, don't do that. Like,
shit. Don't tell me not their auntie coming over there with the fifth husband.
Like, come on, like this is Roy. Like, we just met Andrew last week. What the hell are you doing? Like,
some people get that in their household now. They'll come through the door like, who the hell is that? I don't know, but no, I ain't seen him in no picture. You know, they over there talking on the couch. Who's the boy over there in the sweater? You know how they talk over there. More conversations not to be had at the dinner table during Thanksgiving. Did you hear Uncle Roy just got arrested last week for embezzlement?
Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. Those are some serious talks right there, man.
Uncle Roy's at the end of the table, mad as fuck. I don't know how he got
embezzlement. Everybody looking at Uncle Roy like, damn, man, get your shit together, man. What you got going on, Uncle Roy? I hear stealing boxes on your day off. Like,
shit. That is tough. Falcon fans, we're going through the chat right now. You know, it's difficult to try to get everybody's questions and comments on the screen when we have so many people here in the chat, but hit that like, share, and subscribe button. 95 North Falcons Talk Show. Alberto is here talking Falcons football with us.
Yes,
it's always good to have Berto here in the building. Of course, on Twitter too as well. We've chatted before, Facebook, and you know, I might be in New York next week. You know, Georgia, Alabama plays Saturday.
Yeah.
So you can't get the Sunday until you get the Saturday first. I got to see my dogs first.
I hear that. I hear that, man.
So, you know, if that game runs over a little bit, right now I'm looking at a late flight to get into New York. So I do hope to meet up with you out there in New York. But, we've chatted a lot about the Atlanta Falcons. And, of course, the first half of the season wasn't what fans expected. And, of course, on your platform, too, you spoke about the Atlanta Falcons in a positive way. But you've also, 100% kept it real about the Atlanta Falcons of what you see. As we go ahead and get straight to it, I mean, first half of the season for the Atlanta Falcons for you, Berto, what did you see as we get ready to start running through these comments on the screen, too, as well?
Man, I just saw a team that's blessed with so many pieces offensively, that we have a coach that's right now staring at, okay, what do I do now? You claim that all you need is the pieces to get this franchise going in the right direction, or the team and the offense in the right direction, but it hasn't translated really onto the field. You have this great collection of playmakers: Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Drake London. And, you can say that, sure, this year, again, Kyle Pitts is, he's underperforming by some standards. He's still on pace to receive more than 800 yards, but we need to see a little bit more out of that. You were the 4th pick in the draft some years ago. We need to see a little bit more from that. We would like to see, Drake London heavily featured in the passing game just a little bit more. We're already seeing what Bijan can do. He's just that guy. He's just that guy, point blank period. He went through a little rut, but I think, the sunnier days are ahead. That Arizona game is an indicator of what the season is going to look like for him going forward. But the two other guys mentioned, I just feel they need to be incorporated a little bit more in this offense, so that way we can really take off. Because once we start incorporating these guys, defenses are honestly going to have to switch the style that they play us in, which right now is loading the boxes and trying to take the run game away as efficiently and effectively as they possibly can. So we kind of need all hands on deck. And I didn't see that in the first half of the year. Just, a lot of mistakes. Sure, we second-year quarterback in Desmond Ridder, just making, a lot of rookie-like mistakes, but what can you do? I mean, it's on the coaching staff to correct these issues. Hopefully this bye really reset, and they saw what they can do with him to right him in the direction going forward, man.
3,000. Before I chime in, you want some?
I mean, yeah. I mean, just to piggyback off what Berto just said, I mean, he's absolutely correct. I think it comes down to the quarterback and the coach on the same page. The coach is offensive coordinator and head coach who calling the plays. I think, we want to put it all – at first we wanted to put it all on Ridder. Okay, just saying Ridder. But Ridder's – he can only deal with what he has in front of him. Okay? And I say he has playmakers in front of him, but if the play calling isn't where it should be, it really has to, it's just not going to click. It doesn't matter if you have a team full of all-stars. You have a Pro Bowl team out there. But if you're calling the plays and it's just not clicking. So I think they really dug in the weeds in this bye week. And hopefully coach, like I said, like I always say every week, go to the back of the playbook, pull the good stuff out, because we're really looking really predictable. We're looking very, we're just looking very, we get stuck in a rut, and the next thing you know, we got to throw it, and they know what we're doing, and it's just we got to get on the same page. It's just a disconnect there. And he's going back to Ridder, which I do support, because Ridder is the most upside. We know what we have in Taylor. Okay, so we're going back to Ridder. We're trying to unlock that upside with Ridder. If I were him, I'd stick with Ridder the whole rest of this year to see what we can do. That's the best thing you can do, is to try to unlock that upside, because I really think coach didn't get it. I don't think they playing the right plays. I don't think the playbook is where it needs to be. I'm gonna just keep it real. He made it easy back in Tennessee. It was easy for him. Hand it to damn Henry. Hand it to him. Play action, wide open, because they scared of Derrick Henry. It was very simple. I don't know if y'all watched those Tennessee games, but it was very simple. It was mostly Derrick Henry running. M&F was over. And then, Tannehill being a great game manager. But we got too many weapons for that. And I don't totally blame our Pitts for, being, not having the best year or whatever. His first year he came out, had 1,000 yards. That's because he had a great quarterback throwing to him.
Good point.
So it's just we just gotta get on the same page. We gotta get it, and we got these 7 games left to find that page. And unfortunately, you know what happens if you don't get on the same page within these 7 games. I think it's like a 7-game audition for the coach. Hate to say it, but it's the truth. So I mean, and it puts so much pressure on the defense. I'm not worried about the defense. The defense get cooked so much because the offense isn't helping. Okay.
Yeah.
And they work in sync. Trust me. Believe. Yeah. You say okay. They feed off each other.
That's true.
So
very true.
I think once we get the offense going, the defense will follow, and we'll just be in sync back and forth. So let's see how we look the rest of the year.
I think both of you guys would agree, finding a balance, reassessing a balance, or, re-inputting a balance to this offense. We started off running the ball great, and then you see in weeks 3 and 4, we're trying to turn into the Air Coryell offense and just airing it out. Why? Stick to what has worked. You put that pressure on defenses to, switch their schemes week in and week out. And then you might want to hit them with some plays over the top. But you didn't allow the run game to really take off where it should be, like it was last year with Tyler Algier and company. You decided to kind of switch your flow just out of the gate in your 3rd week. So, just a lot of things that didn't make sense. I just hope that we just go back to what has always worked. Hopefully with that is the running game. With that, it shows the NFL that we do have a pretty good offensive line, because that's the other problem too. This offensive line was relied on heavily to pass protect, and there's not really a lot of great pass protectors on this O-line. Jake Matthews is getting a little longer in the tooth, still reliable, but he's on that other side of 30. In the NFL, we all know that you're up there in age by that standard. McGarry, the verdict's already out on him. This guy can't, he can't block anything. He's a turnstile pretty much, man. And
it is what it is.
Yeah. So hopefully, we just go back to the roots and the basis of what this Falcons team is, and which is a run-first offense. Establish that the best that you can. So then the other opportunities, as said, the passing games can start opening up and maturing a little bit later on, especially now when the games matter the most in December. Something creative can come out of this, because right now, like something I had mentioned earlier, we're a little too damn predictable, and we don't want that going forward.
Too damn predictable is one, but then you have some teams going into the games like the Saints this Sunday, the Jets next week. Most of these teams look at the Falcons at 4-6, like they're not scaring nobody right now. And April talked about it on Sunday when we did the podcast that the Falcons don't go out there and dominate somebody in a win. It's always a close victory, and we need to get back to some of that. Dominating football that we saw back in what was that, Matt Ryan, 2016, 2017, around that time? Dominating victories where you knew in the 3rd quarter and so forth that the game was going to be over. Where Desmond Ridder this Sunday, for me, I hope he can get to that 2-minute warning in the 4th quarter and he's getting ready to take a knee, because the game's so far to reach and we have the ball that the game is over. I don't want to see this come down to the wire shit, because it is a blood pressure boil for most Falcon fans. And this team on paper before the season started, Berto, you was talking about it. Bodie, Chase, everybody was talking about, man, we can go out here and make some noise in the NFL. Nobody expected at the bye week that we would be 4-6. But still, Berto, this Sunday, you beat the Saints and you're back in 1st place. That has to mean something to you as a fan, knowing that, okay, this division might be a little bit terrible, but being 1 game away at 4-6 from the 1st place, how you look at that?
Yeah, I 4-6. We went on Sunday. We're back in 1st place. But for me, it's like, all right, what has the body of work been from point A to point B now after the bye? And it's just hard sometimes for me to get behind, because in some ways I'm like, damn, man, back to this shit again, man. Being mediocre. I'm all for being in 1st place. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But I'd rather be in 1st place and have a couple more wins under my belt to feel a little bit better. Being in 1st place and let's say being at 5-6, it's kind of like, all right, another 1 or 2 games, we're back in the basement, so to say. I want to be, legitimized, and I want to have, the wins. I'm at a point in my in my fandom where, like, God damn it, I need wins and I need them now. And like you mentioned, the schedule looking as favorable as it did, no one would have expected us to be 4-6. All the talent that was acquired in the offseason during free agency, the draft was pretty good. The Falcons were on an upswing, and lo and behold, we sit in this 4-6, scratching our heads like, okay, something's not making sense. But with all that, man, sure. 4-6 on the line this week. First place back on the line. The Falcons come out with the dub. Sure, I'll take it. We're in first place. We're in first place until the next week. And that's just the way we got to treat it. 1 week in, 1 week out.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll piggyback on that.
Yeah, man.
And I go back to what you were saying, Jack, about dominating wins and having those dominating wins. I mean, it's hard to have any domination when the coaches and the quarterback, they don't have, good. I guess they're not confident in themselves. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, like I said, I don't think the coaches know how to use what they have. That's been evident. And that we have to work on that. And there's no way to dominate somebody when you're trying to just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. Because I think that's what we've been doing for these past games, all these games this season. So I think hopefully they come out and they do, they really game plan according to everyone's strengths. Now, I've been speaking on this for weeks on this show, and this very show I've been saying that Desmond Ridder, his top strength is moving in the pocket, his feet. He rushing yards. Go back and look at his rushing yards in college. What made him that great quarterback at Cincinnati was the fact that he had over 500 rushing yards and sometimes double-digit touchdowns, high touchdowns every season. Every season. You know what that accounts for? You know how you translate that into the pros? Is when you start doing bootlegs, you start doing QB options, QB runs, you start doing just all that stuff. You got to really play it comfortable for Desmond, because I think he's trying to feed into a system he's not used to. So he looks uncomfortable. So he's making uncomfortable decisions. He's fumbling. He's throwing picks. He is not used to. He is not a pocket passer, and that's what I think our coach is trying to make him into. I think he needs to be moving. He needs to roll out. He needs to do a lot of things. He needs to really be moving. They need to call QB draws. Like, we need to have Desmond running that thing. As in addition to having our running backs running it too, because that's what our core is. Like you said, Alberto, that is our core. So
yeah,
that's what made Desmond his bread. That's what got him into the league, is being a mobile quarterback through and through. So if we can go back to that, I mean, I'm speaking it. I've been saying it. I don't know if coaches listen. Coach don't watch this show probably, but still, I hope so. But still, like, it's just, you gotta play to your players' strengths, and I think all of that will open up. Like, you'll open an offense up when Desmond can move his feet, and then you running the routes and whatnot. You'll just, everything will flow better when the quarterback's comfortable. And I feel like Desmond hasn't been comfortable this season. So I'm looking for that.
Has not been comfortable. Now the first two games, seeing the Panthers and the Packer game, I thought, okay, maybe we can definitely get off to a good start here. We got the Lions and the Jags game coming up, and then when we saw that 6-7 sack game in Detroit, you knew the pass protection is one thing that was always a problem here in Atlanta with the offensive line, but that bad, then going into the Jags game, getting beat by the Jaguars the way we did. I think they only scored one offensive touchdown, was the Calvin Ridley touchdown. Otherwise than that, defensively, they held their ground. And seeing the past couple of weeks here at the Falcons, defense has to be a little bit better too as well. Because we're letting teams, especially the DeAndre Hopkins 3-touchdown game in Tennessee, the Minnesota game coming down to the wire with Josh Dobbs. I don't even want to go back to that game. That was just fucking embarrassing. But the Cardinals game too as well, with Kyler Murray coming back in a year playing against us, and then you get a chance to win that game and go into the bye at least sitting a little bit decent for the Falcons fans, and you blow it in the final seconds in Arizona. That's the embarrassment that I'm just so disappointed as a Falcon fan. Getting back on the plane from Arizona, like, did we just lose to the fucking 1-8 Cardinals? Like,
And
how
look,
was that? It's
it's
tough,
just
man. But
you can only
you
ask
still
so much
have
of
hope
your
in the rest of the
defense.
season going forward.
You can only ask
Go
so
ahead.
much of your defense when your offense can't stay on the field. They keep getting 3 and outs. They keep punting. They keep your defense. Like, we got a good defense. It's proven. The numbers say it. We have a good defense. The defense can only hold so much when the offense can't get it going or can't build a lead. If my offense is rolling, we're scoring points. The defense, they know what they got to do, and it's simple. That makes the other offense to the other team more desperate. So it makes it easier. It's all a domino effect. So we got to get that offense going for that defense to get going too. Because if we don't know what the hell we're doing on offense, it just makes it that much harder for our defense. So that's
fans. Fans do say any given Sunday, which is true. I mean, you did lose a lot of trap games this year, but now the games that you have to win going forward the rest of the season, beating the Saints on Sunday, that win is very important. Going down there in New York with a team that is just falling apart.
Yep.
If you, we saw the first half of the season losing to Washington, losing to Tennessee, and so forth. But if you go forward and you lose to the Jets in New York, it is not a good look. I mean, you're trying to come out the bye and set the new level here for the Atlanta Falcons. And it's like, okay, you beat the Saints, go to New York, and you lose to the Jets? Like, how? So I see that a streak could possibly be coming, but it starts Sunday by beating the New Orleans Saints. Alberto, you had something else to piggyback on before we move there? Or
Yeah, so speaking on the defense and stuff, I feel like the loss of Grady Jarrett really is impacting this interior. That much so after that Tennessee games, you started to see, more shots at the secondary, which has exposed some of the players in the back end, Richie Grant, for example. But missing the mark where we could have traded for a marquee pass rusher, I think is hurting. It would have been definitely beneficial, in the game against Arizona. That would be Arnold Ebiketie sack had we had somebody a little bit more, with sharper tools there. Could have probably brought Kyler Murray down, and we're having a different discussion about that Arizona Cardinals game. Same could be said for Minnesota Vikings game. I think that I will love to see some creativity from Ryan Nielsen in the defense in total. Right now, we have tied last year's total in sacks with 21. We're sitting right now at 21. That's all we had last year. So that something's working good, but something more has to happen with the absence of Brady. Sure, we picked up Contavious Street, and he's in the two games that he's played. Man, he's looking like a steal already. He's had an impact already on this defense, but Ryan Nielsen going forward cannot rely on just trying to create pressure with just a 4-down lineman. He has to bring extra blitzers. I saw something that Kansas City was doing a lot of the other night, Monday night, and which was, blitzing the slot corner a lot of the times, especially against these mobile quarterbacks that we have still remaining on the schedule. And that proved to be very decisive in some of the key moments in that game. We have a guy in D. Alford who has balled this year, and he's a fast guy out of the slot that can create some havoc in creating some pressure if given more opportunities. So I'm looking at hopefully in this game, which I'm looking at this New Orleans game as a get right game, and wait.
I mean, it's a lot of comments here from AD to Will I Am.
Yeah,
everybody's looking at Shadur Sanders. I mean, Bodie, you really switched up seasons on us today.
For real, man. But yeah, man, I would definitely love to see Ryan Nielsen like bring a new arsenal of of plays in this defense, man. Got to definitely show something different that teams are not accustomed to seeing going forward for these last 7 games. And it starts with creating more pressure with the exotic looks at bringing guys from different angles to create that.
And you did mention, some of the slot blitzes that Kansas City ran. If you look at some of the Falcons defense, the way we did it earlier this season, the safety blitzes that we ran, I mean, Richie Grant was there at most of those times and just didn't get home, just didn't get a hand. The Trevor Lawrence one, when he threw off the back foot, he was right there. The other one against Sam Howell, he was right there. And I think another one against Will Levis too as well, being right there. So it's just about also getting home. Bodie, remember when Dean Pease, when we spoke to him that time, out there on the field, and he had mentioned we were just so close of reaching the quarterback. If we had another second, one more second, we'd reach the quarterback. I think we would have led the leads in sacks that year because Arnold Ebiketie was almost there getting there. Who else? The Grady Jarrett almost there getting there. It was tough seeing that type of play from the defense. But this year with Ryan Nielsen, I wanted to see this team come out at least by the bye week with about close to 20 plus sacks already.
Yeah, damn near 30 where we should be. But that's the thing. We were I got this stat a couple of weeks ago. We only blitzed 24% of the time, which is the lower half of the league. That's in the bottom half of the league, and that is not good. Like, you can't win with just your down linemen. Like, you just can't. I mean, you gotta get creative, and which I thought that they were doing last year in the Saints. I understand Coach Nielsen didn't call those plays over there. I guess he was co-defensive coordinator. Maybe he did some of them, but I expected that to translate over. Because he brought some of his buddies over. He's brought some of his guys over from that defense. But I don't know. Maybe it's just not. We're still almost getting there, like right there. But they're getting the ball away, and that's not healthy, man. We got to get home. That needs to be I hope they really drill that into the bye week. We got to get home. We got to get more creative on defense, as if offense too. Like, both sides got to get more creative. It's too predictable.
Yeah,
I mean, you're seeing teams like the Giants. I believe they just got 8-9 sacks on Sunday. Games are going to pass. Seattle came away against the Giants with that 9-sack game. I think Washington had like a 6 or 7 sack game. I want to see this from the Falcons. Like, a lot of teams are getting pressure. They're getting to the quarterback, and you see the Falcons get into some of these situations defensively where a sack would have bailed you out. Sack could have put you in a better position to really make a stand on defense. But then it's so tough seeing these third and shorts, Kyler Murray picking up some of this shit, Josh Dobbs picking up that shit. Like, how are we in this position right here, man? But then again, as a Falcon fan, I keep representing the team, bro. That's how I keep.
We haven't been getting
24/7.
We haven't been getting home like that since Abraham, man. I miss those days. Y'all don't know.
I mean, even after Abraham, you got Claiborne too as well. You got Babineau too as well. I mean, I just want to see that.
We had that dude named Vic Beasley who had that one year. That was a great year too.
That's tough. Smitty's sports machine, diehard Atlanta Falcon fan and content creators here in the chat. Smitty was on the podcast as well. Earlier, I think it was earlier this year, so we can definitely get Smitty back on the podcast, man. He has some great content over there, so make sure y'all check out Smitty's Sports Machine. Tony Wright is here in the chat. Said D'Angelo Malone would have caught and brought Kyler Murray down. He needs to be on the field more, getting more opportunities. Big shout out to Tony Wright in the chat.
I agree.
D'Angelo Malone is a player, Bodie, we had the rookie report about. We spoke to the young man who had the podcast in Western Kentucky University, saying we're getting a great player. Led Western Kentucky University, I believe. He was the leading sack leader over there.
He was the leading sack leader of the school history.
Of the still right now today. And then you get a chance to put him out there. Last year, we saw a couple flashes of D'Angelo, but then it's like, this is tough. A lot more special teams for D'Angelo this season. It's like, where are we gonna get with D'Angelo, Bodie? He's a great guy too as well, man. Maybe it is some time to switch it up. Coach said he changed some things up during the bye week. He said it. He said he's gonna change some things up. So
all I know is
it's not gonna be on the staff though. He said it's not the staff. It ain't his position either.
I expect to see different stuff. So we'll see. We shall.
Falcon fans, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. Bodie, people want to know about the jacket. People are asking in the chat about the jacket. It's real. Man, it's giving off AB. It's giving off AB flavor. Then it's giving off Camara flavor. So they're like, what is going on there, buddy?
Okay. That was not the plan. Okay.
He's looking like Fable cousin. Dun, 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 dun. Face that.
Don't get me started.
What's going on there, AB? Why are we so fly? Shit, let me go get. Are we going to the club after Bodie? What's going on? Like, let me know.
I'm on the next flight out. Let's go.
Look, my primetime glasses came in the mail today, and I was like, I'm gonna wear them today because ain't that hard to find. You know what I'm saying?
That's
all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to match. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to match the gold on this Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. You know, shout out to him.
Shout out,
Showstopper. The showstopper, Mr. Monday Night, Mr. WrestleMania. Yeah. So just like I said, I had to hide my red eyes because I ain't been sleeping a week. So there's that too.
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Berto is here with us for 95 North Falcons Talk Show. Chat is lit. Definitely want to bring the positivity here to the chat. Don't want no negative Falcon fans in here. Vincent said, we lose Sunday. It's time to break out the brown bags. Are we breaking out the brown bags already, Alberto?
Shit.
Oh man.
And for
Oh
those
man.
that do
I
not
don't want
know,
to.
I know the
Oh
fans
man.
from the picture, the brown bag picture that you guys seen before on Google.
Mhm.
I know those fans who did the brown bags. I know all three of them. Just want to put it out there. And if you hear the story about why they did that, go back to the year or two as well of what happened. They will definitely let you know. But they are season ticket holders too as well right now in the Mercedes-Benz. So for those that do not know, they are still season ticket holders. But is it time to bring out the brown bags, y'all?
No,
We don't want to be that fan base, y'all. That looks bad right now. That is a bad look.
Man. Save that for
Yeah.
Cleveland.
I know, right? Keep it over there. I fully expect to beat the Saints this Sunday. Like they beat us last year at home. They swept us last year, as a matter of fact. I fully expect to beat them on Sunday and defend the home.
That's right. Got to come out, man. Got to come out and show
Got
out.
to.
Bodie, Kiki said, "Where's your clock?" Clock that goes around your neck.
Yeah.
Flavor of love.
Going ham on you. They going ham on you right now.
bro.
Lowski said Kiki can't cook. Kiki, I told you to show to this podcast.
Hey,
Cut the
Damn.
camera on too, because we know he's hiding in the basement. We know he's hiding in the
like
basement.
what you
Kiki.
want? Like
One time for the fan. Shit. Somebody get Bodie a piano. Smitty Sports Machines here in the chat. He said he's not a Nelson type and too small. Berto, you talk to Smitty a lot.
Yeah.
When it comes to the Falcon fans and it comes to the Falcons community and it comes to what's going on with the organization, what does Smitty feel right now about the team? I know we're gonna get him on the podcast, but what is his thoughts? Like you guys work so well together. What do you think he's thinking about the team?
That's my right hand man. So shout out to Smitty, man. But yeah, definitely, man. You know, he's disappointed, just like a lot of us in the fan base are. You know, we expect so much out of this team. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the other show, you know, so many great pieces on defense added: Jesse Bates, David Onyemata, Caden Ellis, etc. And you know, we saw glimpses in the beginning, and now we're kind of like we're retracting a little bit. Now we feel like the defense of last year, that bend but don't break. But other than not bending, we're just flat out breaking. And you know, as a fan base, we don't want to see that. So he's disappointed just as much as I am, and I'm sure you guys are as well. And a lot of folks in the fan base are too. We just with all the acquisitions, we expect better results, and we're just not getting that right now. You know, again, a lot of things too. You know, trade deadline, we had an opportunity to get some premier pass rushers that we elected to pass on. You know, all that whole backstory came out on the whole Chase Young situation. He would have been a nice piece, you know, going forward for Atlanta. Montez Sweat was another gentleman that we could have acquired his services, you know, but unfortunately somebody swooned in. Well, Chicago swooned in last minute and ponied up a little bit more. But it's, you know, it's like our defense is like right there. We just needed another piece to kind of take us over in the wake of losing Grady, but we just haven't done anything. So that to me puts a lot of pressure, you know, going forward also. So something's got to give, man. Something's definitely got to give.
I mean, it helps to have that guy
Berto,
that
95
you know
North
can
Falcons
go
Talk
out.
Show. Go ahead, Bodie.
I was just saying, it helps to have that guy that you know is going to come out and get you 10 plus sacks every year on the team. I think we do need. I mean, you know, we're trying to find a collective effort like Nielsen's defense last year, who I don't think maybe one guy had 10 sacks, but most of them had like 9, 8, 7, 5 sacks, 4 sacks. Like that sacks were all over the place. Yeah, they were working, and that's what I love to see, and that's what I was hoping to see over here. You know, we're really hoping for AK to break out. We traded up to get him. Like he's supposed to be the guy. Doctor Pass Rush, he calls himself. But we'll get there hopefully. I mean, he's almost getting there still, but it's 2 years of almost getting there, so we got to find that.
Almost got Kyler Murray.
Yeah, we were talking about that on last night's show. We had Eric Robinson of ESPN on the show, and it comes down to scheme fit. You know, I know that I believe it was Tori McElhaney about a month and a half or so ago was asked that question, and she's seen it that D'Angelo Malone and Arnold Ebiketie were working on off linebacker stuff or working in the middle. So could that be speaking to could that be speaking to them being not Ryan Nielsen type players, and he's just working what he has right now as pass rushes? That could be another thing too. Arnold Ebiketie, he does have, I think, 3.5 sacks this year. It's good, but he's just not that closer for us at the moment. He does get there. He does get pressure. He has won a lot of one-on-one battles when he's left on on the island left along with the right tackle. He's just not finishing. D'Angelo Malone is just another guy. I just don't think he just knows the playbook fully. That's why he's relegated to the special team situation and just not being a schematic fit for Ryan Nielsen and company.
Which is why, for me, looking at this team at the bye week, getting ready to go, beat the Saints on Sunday and then beat the Jets and to get this streak on the road. At the end of the season, I think you reward Ryan Nielsen with a defensive player with your first round pick. They have us right now looking at the kid from UCLA, which I don't think is going to be the pick, but you've already went skill position offensively the past 3 drafts. I know Arthur Smith, that's your type of thing. I understand. But Ryan Nielsen, even for this Falcon fan base, like, we need a significant pass rusher, one who is, a guy we can get off the ground from day one and get going. I mean, we just haven't had that here. I mean, Calais Campbell, he's been decent here in Atlanta. Love to have him here when he was in his younger years, but at the end of his career, you can kind of see even Calais Campbell getting off the line. He's not your, star flashy pass rusher that you'd hear in Atlanta.
He's doing a great job. Expect a 38-year-old to be. Yeah.
I mean,
so
he's.
I mean, I agree. I do agree with that. I agree. Yeah. I think we should.
So Carter too as well. Need to see some more flashes from Zoe going forward. Need to see some more flashes from and Arnold Ebiketie too as well. Like, this is. Yeah. If you're going to scheme up something, Ryan Nielsen, this is the week to do it against the Saints, because you've already had a couple weeks to put it out there. And I guess most teams are, well aware of your defensive scheme right now. That's why we're 4-6. Close getting home when he comes to some of these sacks, when you're blitzing from the safety in the corners, but we still haven't got there. Going over the sack numbers right now, I think what Calais is leading in the sacks with your team right now, Calais?
I think Arnold Ebiketie's leading. I think
Arnold's up there.
Yeah, I think he's at 3.5. Calais is at 2.5.
At 2.
Yeah.
Good to see, though.
Now,
sure.
Good to see. Still have to do better going forward because you're playing the Saints on Sunday, Berto.
Yeah, I bet. I personally think he would look better inside at defensive tackle. Just go back to where he made his name from. It was at the defensive tackle position back in Arizona. He's 6'8", man. He's a candidate to bat down maybe 3 or 4 balls a game, and a batted ball is just as good as a sack in this league. So I think he could go in. If Ryan Nielsen wants to get creative and feature him more on a heavier rotation inside, I'm all for it, because I think that can unlock something. Getting Zoe Carter on the field a little bit more is another thing, and Ebiketie firing out the other end. Who knows? Maybe playing with that role right there can get something sparked and going, man. But like you mentioned, at 37, 38 years of age, he's playing exactly how he needs to play. It's just enough good football just to help us and get by. But we'll see. A lot's gonna ride on Sunday. See what we throw out there too.
A great leader too, as well. You heard him during the bye speak last week about he still believes in this team. And for a guy who's here just on a 1 year, I mean, that's big for the Falcon fan base that you're hearing. Calais Campbell at his age still believing in this team. A lot of fans would believe the team would give up right now. It's time to tank. When you really can't do that, Berto, at this point in the season. Man. You have so much ahead of you where this season you're not out of it. You're not the Panthers. No. You're not sitting back looking, it's not like that, Falcon fans. You go in there, you beat the Saints, you get a step, you get a chance to to you'll be tied with them, but still you have to beat the Saints on Sunday. That's the fucking must-win thing. I know I've been sipping the Tito's, but I'm telling you right now, we got to beat the fucking Saints on Sunday.
We have to, man. This is a game that Ryan Nielsen probably had circled once the schedule came out. It's redemption game. It's a I told you so moment for him. I would think, you know what I mean? Like, I'm that guy, and you guys should have knew. They should have promoted me. Should have promoted me as a full-time DC here. Now I'm with the ops, and now I'm going to show you out. So, hopefully, Ryan Nielsen has that style of a defense. He pitches a shutout. really makes the Aints one-dimensional and just takes them out of their game plan completely. That's what I'm hoping and praying for Sunday, man.
Absolutely.
If you're looking over your game plan, Bodie, you're looking at the Saints. Derek Carr did return to participate in practice, but it's looking like it's probably going to be Jameis Winston on Sunday. We've already seen Jameis Winston here in Atlanta already. We've already been through years of playing against Jameis Winston. Some fans would want to play against David Carr. Some fans would want Jameis Winston. You know, Taysom Hill is definitely going to make an appearance in there. Oh, what's up, little man?
What's up, little dude?
Little man, good night. There you go, Bodie.
Yeah,
Bodie out there doing big things, man. AB is in the building, man. I apologize, Bodie. I'm gonna call you Shadur. I'm gonna go with AB for tonight. Just gonna do AB. Gosh. Yeah, Bodie, goddamn it. Looking at the Saints.
Lost your train of thought. But yeah.
You're probably gonna end up playing Jameis Winston on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to play Carr? Do you want to play Winston? Do you even care? This team is going into the bye now. Both teams where, they're definitely going to be coming out there for a win. The Benz are going to be rocking. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. But who do you want on Sunday, Bodie? Like, I know it's personal for you, but do you want to beat up on Carr? Do you want to beat up on Winston? How you feeling?
I don't care if they got damn Taysom Hill back there beating. I want to beat these mofos. I want to beat them. I can't stand him. He does nothing to me. They make him like he's the star. He's nothing. Like he does. He's just I don't even know how to describe him. He's just But I don't care who the quarterback is personally. But we know what to do with both of them. We need to pressure both of them, especially if it's Jameis. Just pressure him. He'll throw us a couple picks. I guarantee it. Like. You just, I don't care. Like, do what you got to do. Like, I know Nielsen got some sauce too. He got some of the secret sauce, so he'll be able to help us get an advantage over them possibly. But we got their players too. So I mean, I just want to beat them. I don't care who we beat. I don't care if they put damn Kamara at quarterback. I want to beat them. I want to beat them. I want to beat their ass. I wish Taysom Hill would come with that damn draw shit or whatever he be doing, all that. Yeah. I want to beat him. I want to beat him.
Yeah.
He sucks to me. I'm sorry.
That's
I don't like
him. Card.
That's looking at the Aints too as well. Michael Thomas will not be playing this Sunday. That is a key player.
He's been doing nothing all year. Let's keep it a buck.
Okay, nothing but throwing bricks. You know how he is over there in New Orleans, man. Shit, not slant, man. Shit, Bodie.
Throwing bricks. Brick, man.
We didn't want to talk about police red. That's one conversation. That's one conversation you want to bring up at the dinner table for Thanksgiving tomorrow. It's about that throwing bricks through construction workers' windows.
What were you doing, Michael?
Hell's going on over there? No Michael Thomas for the Saints on Sunday, so they're probably going to rely heavy on their run. Chris Olave is still a player to watch as well. We saw them down in New Orleans last year, Bodie, when they was torching us with the two tight ends. Jalen Hawkins no longer here with us here in Atlanta. I mean, that was tough to watch. But here, Falcon fans, I'm going to tell y'all the truth, man. I didn't talk to y'all for so long, Bodie. We've been on this podcast for a year and a half. I'm telling y'all right now, you have to beat the Saints on Sunday. I do not want to come in this podcast Sunday night, talk about, oh, man, we had this chance, and what about this opportunity? Nah, fuck that. Go in there and destroy the Saints on Sunday, and let's give the fans what they want. Berto, what's your predictions for Sunday, and just your keys to beating the Aints?
So keys to beating the Saints is reestablishing the run game. Tyler Algier cannot be ignored. He's a guy that got you 1,000 yards last year. Got to find ways to, incorporate him a little bit more in this run game, along with Bijan. Use your playmakers. Catch the Saints now. Post by. I know they're going to be missing some key pieces, as you were mentioning about Michael Thomas. The status is still out on Marshawn Lattimore as well. So any weakness that you see on that defensive side, you have to capitalize on that. Just, this game for me, this is the get right game. Establish all the things that I just mentioned. The run game is going to help, in the passing games. It's going to make the game a little bit more comfortable and slow down for Desmond Ridder. Also, if there's any creativity that's going to come out of this bye, RPO is another, little wrinkle in the offense. I would love to see Desmond Ridder run. I think he could probably run it very flawlessly too, man. Like Vody was mentioning in the beginning, he has the feet. So it's a quick decision. Either you hand it off or you go, or you're faking it and you're throwing it. Let's start using those pieces and utilizing Desmond Ritter's arm to capitalize on whatever we can. So for Sunday, I'm really looking forward to Falcons to just come out and at the Benz show out in front of the fans, reassure the fans that they are playing for this season and they are listening to us, because there's been a lot of boos in the Benz from what I've seen in previous games. So we definitely don't need that from our own fan base. We need to just come out and just ball out, man. 100%, bro.
Going to the Benz now, Falcon fans, because everybody's showing up on Sunday. Everybody's going to enjoy their Thanksgiving. They're going to do their shopping. We're going to end their weekend with the Falcons and the Saints at the Benz. And let me tell you something, Falcon fans. It's a party at the Benz. Bodie, we're going to have a great time on Sunday. Berto, let me tell you something. Falcon fans here in the chat, chime in. What section are you sitting in on Sunday? Chime in right here to the chat. 50 years of hip hop at the Benz, Berto. And I remember you tagged me in the post on Twitter. The lineup, let me tell you something. If this was the lineup, I'm telling you, when I was back in high school, if this was the lineup, oh man, we paying for these tickets. We paying for these tickets right here. We front row, we VIP off in this thing. Going to the 50 Years of Hip Hop show here in Atlanta on Sunday, where I don't even know. I know T.I.'s performing at 12:30. They made that announcement. CeeLo's doing the national anthem. But how are they going to have all these artists? I don't know if they're going to be performing or they're going to be doing little snippets of their music every now and then. But you have a star-studded list of celebrities and hip-hop artists coming to the city on Sunday. A lot of these artists don't even live in Atlanta no more, but Jermaine Dupri is going to be there. CeeLo Green, Big Boy is going to be in the house. Ludacris, T.I., Jeezy, and Quavo. They got their names bolded like they're the headliners. As a Rolling Loud fan, I'm looking like, oh shit, are they Fridays, Saturday, or Sunday? You know how that set list looks.
Right.
Well, but going to their list, they have Slack Cummins, they have Alley Boy, Baby D, Baby Tate, Big Bank, Big Country. Wait. Hold on a second. Big Country?
Big Low Country.
Did he write that in there?
Big Country sent me. Big Country sent me this. Hold on.
Take the pen.
How did he
take the pen from that?
Yeah.
Big Country's gonna be there. Big Big Tigger, Block is in the building. Bone Crush is gonna be in there. Bow Weezy? Bow Wow?
Is that what he goes by now?
Does he?
That's a hair scratch. Boys in the Hood, Bubba Sparks, Crime Mob, The Brat, Dallas Austin. And then when the hell anybody seen Dallas Austin? When you make them beats and just go low key, man. Dallas Austin from back in the day, man.
Damn.
What? Them franchise boys. DJ Ace, DJ Drama, DJ Infamous, DJ Jelly, DJ Swift, DJ Toon, DJ Now walk it out. DJ Warfield, Earth Gang's in the building. Eastside Boys in the building. Fabo. Who else we got over here? Oh, wait, Fable's right there. FLY, Goody Mob, Gorilla Zoe, Greg Street, Hitman, Sammy Sam, MJ Money, Jazzy Faye, JID is in the building. Big shout out JID representing Atlanta well. K Camp, Killer Mike, Kilo Ali, Lil Fate, Lil Scrappy, Maceo. Maceo is pulling up to the Benz. Maceo. If Maceo do that whole sit down, it gonna go crazy in it.
Yeah.
We talking about we going back to Central Station. We going back to doggone to the
man. In your face.
What?
Talking it? Yeah.
Maceo,
What you gonna
MC
do?
Shy D, Mojo, Money Man. What you gonna do? Nitty Beats, Amaretta's in there, Organized Noises in the building. Pastor Troy, Pee Wee Longway, Poncho, Rashida, Rich Homie Quan, Rocco. Rocco was pulling up to the Benz? Rocco? Damn. Come on, Atlanta. Roscoe Dash, Ryan Cameron, Scotty ATL. Big shout out to Scotty, Shot Boys, Sunny Digital, Tag Team, Travis Porter, Trillville, Eastside Legends, Young Nudie. Well, when I saw that Young Nudie, I said, what? I said, when's his set time? I saw that Young Nudie, like I was really looking at Young Loud. I said, Young Nudie's in the building? Boy. Young
man.
Scooter, Young Bloods, Young LA, Young Ralph, Zaytoven, and they said and more. How do you fit all that into the
Damn.
game too as well, Berto? Like what? That's
I don't know, man.
that's a show. Ticket prices are
That
going
is.
crazy right now. People are expecting probably after the game performances, post game performance, during halftime performances. We saw T.I. do it performance like third quarter last time in the middle of the game. Like, what do you think about that, Berto?
That's beautiful. That's big. That's great for the city. Great for the the fans. It's great overall, man. I mean, I wish I lived in Atlanta to witness that myself, because I'd be front and center to to catch all these legends coming out. No Sci-Hi the Prince, is he on the list?
Oh man, he might be one of the and more.
No Sci-Hi the Prince on the list.
Damn. No.
Damn.
Sheesh.
From Stone
Possibly.
Mountain,
I was upset when I
Georgia?
didn't see Ken Carson. I didn't see
Woo!
Cardi. I didn't see Carson. I didn't see Cardi. I didn't see D. Foel. Mook B. They have a lot of people out here still in the city, but they said and more.
Yeah.
So we
could
will
be
see.
that.
But I saw some names on the list like,
Yeah. But it's a solid lineup.
again-
It's a treat for the fans. It's maybe a way to hype up the team. I mean, I'm sure that the team still listens to a lot of these artists that you just mentioned. So I mean, it's gonna be a vibe, man. It's gonna be awesome to see. I just hope, I was gonna say the Dome, but the Benz just rocks out, man, and just pours that energy right into the team, man, for better results out of our ball club, man.
Man.
Lyrics Mom wants to know, does Bow Wow have a suite this time?
Oh God.
Shit.
For those who do not remember the joke,
Shit.
when he posted that he was going to be at the game in a suite, and there was no game. Falcons were not playing that Sunday. This was years ago, but fans got on Bow Wow hard about that. Like, wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute. You at the Ben? You at the stadium right now? Right now? Who they playing?
He be flexing.
He'd be flexing too hard, man, for no reason.
Game was being played from the Atlanta Falcons. Berto, 95 North Falcons Talk Show is here talking Falcons football with us.
Yeah.
This is great when it comes to content creators linking up for the sole purpose of making sure this Falcons team understands that we are diehard fans and we want to see the team win. This back and forth of, okay, we're winning here, then we're losing here. We're winning here, then we're losing here. We need to see some consistency, man. I know you want to see this team make the playoffs. I know you want to see this team win the division and get this home game, probably, hell, win the Super Bowl. We want to see the team do that because we're diehard Falcon fans. But, Berto, I do have to ask you, for this fan base, give us some words for this fan base, some positivity here, and what the fans could be looking for the second half of the season.
Oh, man. So that's a good question. So definitely stay patient. I believe in what Terry Fontenot is building here in Atlanta. It's been a culture of competitiveness, and you see that. The Falcons are not a team that will go in on a Sunday either overmatch or undermatch and just lay down. No, we're fighting from first quarter to fourth quarter, and whatever the result is in the end game. So definitely just try to keep your hopes up. Give Terry time. This is year 3 for him. I know he has a great plan going forward. You got to remember the spaces that we were in before, and we're starting to see what this team can look like going forward. So that's something that I like to tell people too. Man, just something big's about to happen in Atlanta. You just got to give it time. The process is still ongoing. But for the rest of the season, man, just it's hard. I'm sorry to say, it's hard to find the right words to give the fan base, and it's involving the coach, because the coach unfortunately just has a black eye right now within the fan base. So it's like, brother, if you ever watch,
did they jump him?
No, it's like, bro, you are on the hot seat, man, within this fan base. So you better show up and give it your best these last 7 games. If not, we're gonna be stuck in the similar situation that we were post the Dan Quinn era back in 2021.
That's true. Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Bodie, coming out the bye week now, Falcon fans, they're ready for the Saints. They're ready for the Jets game. You got Tampa, you have Carolina, Indy, Chicago, and then the Saints again. Give us some positive words from you as a fan, because there are some fans that are believing that at 4-6, this team's not going to make the playoffs. This team's not going to win the division. One time's over here just trying to build us up. No, we are really trying to tell y'all that this team still has a chance. Like, even on paper and on the field, you can go out there and make some things happen right now. From everything you've seen in the first half of the season, can definitely change on Sunday. But Bodie, give us some positive words for the fan base going forward, man.
Well, I can say this. Well, they said changes are coming. They said it's going to be a different second half. They said, all of this stuff. The only thing we can do as a fan base is support that. I mean, we call ourselves fans. We call ourselves Falcons fans. We got to be Falcons fans through and through. We can't be Falcons fans for half the season. We can't be Falcons fans when Taylor Heineke's at quarterback. We can't be Falcons fans when it's convenient for us. So my thing is, we just got to believe. I mean, we see the pieces are here. It isn't too much work to be done. I think the hardest part has been done, personally. I mean, little tweaks here and there with a couple players and, a couple pieces we'll need in the offseason. We got money. Like, think about that. We got money for the offseason. We got money. I got money on Fabo.
Shit.
Nah, for real. I mean, it's a lot to look forward to. We see that Bijan is a stud. I mean, he is a absolute stud. That corner, that's a franchise corner piece right there, and it's a beautiful one. So, for all those Jalen Carter people, which I love Jalen Carter, and he looks like a goddamn stud too. But that's beside the point. We have, and
he was gonna slap.
No, it's going crazy. But we have one too. We could not lose if we pick either or. We could not lose. So we are in a great position. With the pieces we have, I think everything's in place. I think, like I said, we need a couple pieces here and there. But what we have, we just got to get the play calling right. We got to get the mentality right. We got to get, we just got to get the energy right. I think we're down on ourselves after an underwhelming first half of the season, and we just got to build it back up. And once we start knocking folks in the mouth, and like you said, actually building leads, we got to actually start. I pray we jump up on the Saints. I'm tired of close games. I hear y'all. I'm tired of close games too. We jump up on the Saints. That's the jump start to our confidence, and then it'll just keep rolling. I promise you, it'll keep rolling. It's like it'll rub off. It'll be contagious. So
I mean, what's bigger than a dominating win coming out the bye week against the Saints, beating them 27-10, or beating them, 30 to 13 or something. You just want something where fans can you're sending the Saints fans home early in the bends, third quarter, end of the third, early in the fourth, they're leaving. That's what you want. None of this down to cool, last kick, 59-yard, everybody's on their feet. Yeah. It's cool to win the game like that. Fans can celebrate, but for me, it's like, blood, you could easily win this game in so many ways if you already got to this point. If you already got to this point, you could have won the game in so many ways. Last year, that kick, that 60-some yard kick by Koo, I was like, bro, this would be great for him to make it. But it's like, is he going to make this kick? Like, let's be serious here. I mean, why the fuck did Jameis Winston even put them in a position where we're sitting right here? Like, we had the lead. We could have had an easy dominating victory, but no. And then you saw what happened down there in New Orleans. We went out there last year, Bodie. So we owe them this ass whooping this Sunday. Let the hate flow, Falcon fans. They're showing up to the Bends this Sunday. Most of them, they're still going to be out there partying. They're going to love seeing Jeezy perform and T.I. perform and see all that. But they're also coming out there to handle business as fans because, they're coming from New Orleans out here to see the Saints play the Falcons. Same for us, Falcon fans. We got to show up to the Benz on Sunday hungry to whoop their ass on the field and in the stands. I ain't saying go out there and beat them up now, but I'm just talking about you have to represent as a fan base out here. It's time to get loud. It's time to be proud. To be a Falcon fan, and this is your rival game. Everybody's texting me about tickets right now. Where can I get tickets? What section are you sitting in? XYZ, because people want to go to this game. Anytime fans ask me what do they recommend, which game, I would say go to the Falcon Saints game. It's just a whole nother atmosphere. It's just crazy when you go in there. Bert, I'm telling you, bro, if you would have been down here for this game,
I know, man.
Bro. Talking about it's gonna be fun, man. From when we wake up Sunday morning, bro, when I'm heading out to that tailgate, to everything from the concert to the Falcons winning, then the post game, we're gonna be partying at Margaritaville. Big shout out to all the Falcon fans that's gonna be showing up to Margaritaville on Sunday for the Falcon Saint post game party. Rise Up Tour is doing it big. So if you're going to be in the city, head on over to Margaritaville after the Falcon Saints game. Alberto, this has truly been great to have this conversation with you.
Thank you,
Bodie
man.
3000, I know he definitely appreciates it too as well. We got to go to some shout outs, man, because you have a big fan base over there too as well. And we want to make sure you can get your shout outs in, man, before we wrap this show up. Man. So what shout outs you got for us, brother?
Man, just shout out to everybody that has come onto the platform from my channel. Please, support, share, subscribe, like this this video. One time for the fan, another up and coming duo, Bodie, Chase, Kiki, all four of y'all, man. You guys do a great job when y'all all together. Even used to right now, man. Appreciate you guys having me on. It's always fun coming on. We talk about so many things, man. We laugh, we joke, we talk about it all, man. So that's exactly what it's about. Feel good content for the fans, man. And hopefully you guys after watching this can come out with some inspiration from with anybody within this stream has said. But shout out to everybody in the chat for coming over and showing some love to One Time for the Fan folks, man.
Hey. It's going down in a major way. Bodie 3000. I love the album too, by the way. I wanted to ask you, on track 3 with the flute, were you walking and playing it at the same time?
Yeah.
Or how does that work? What was going on?
You know what? Hey, man. I just felt it in my spirit. It sizzled in my spirit, as somebody said. It was beautiful. I mean, hey, what the hell are we talking about? Anyway, shout outs.
You didn't hear the 3000. You didn't hear the new 3000 album, did you?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. Did you hear it?
I definitely heard it.
It's a great album.
Hey,
it's a good switch up to what's going on this time around. It's a good switch up.
Was you sitting there actually? If you didn't hear that he wasn't going to be rapping on the album, was you going to sit there and listen to okay, you got to say something, right, Dre? You just got to shout at somebody or something.
There was 2 or 3 bars. Bro, there was some points where the beat would drop, like, all right, he's gonna go in right here. It was like playing double dutch the whole entire album, like, is he going in? But I had it on in the office, man, and believe me, I was zoned in.
Yeah,
and I loved it. It was a good switch up,
It was good to see Dre enjoying himself too as well. Sure. You never know. I mean, this would be a great time to bring Dre to the Benz on Sunday for this 50 years of hip hop. I mean, you already got Big Boy in the building. You got Organized Noise going to be in the building. I'm sure other members of Dungeon Family is going to be in the building too as well. You got CeeLo there.
Mm-hmm.
What? I mean, come on. Fans will go crazy if Dre walks out the tunnel.
Man,
I'm crazy.
Don't give me
bigger than Rotimi on that song. Bigger than that.
Rotimi. Hold on.
That's tough. 3000. What you got for us, man?
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody listen to the show, who's still kicking it with us and trying to build this hope. Trying to just holding on, man. Yeah, it's tough. It's not always easy. The road to the top is not easy to get there. We got some work to do, Falcons fans. But we're on the right track. Okay, we're looking better than some teams out here. Some Panthers, some other ass teams out here, but I mean, we just got to keep believing, man. That's what it's all about. It's fandom. You got to have fun with it. Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but man, shout out to everybody who's still hanging around, who's coming on here, trying to get this content, trying to get this hope, trying to just hear some good, wholesome talk about our team and us building it up. So, I mean, we on the way. We going to the top. Yo, wait. You going to the top. Like, we going to the top. All right. We're going back to the top. I promise you. So, and I'm going to be there. Win, lose, or draw, I'm going to be there. So, I hope y'all there too, man. Shout out to everybody. Thanks, love all y'all.
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Definitely for Alberto, 95 North Falcons Talk Show. Alberto, when is your next podcast? You let the fans know where we can find you on social media for fans that want to tune into your podcast and what you got going on over there.
Definitely appreciate that, man. So so you can catch me on Bleacher Report, as I've collaborated for the past 2 months with the Bleacher Report family. So I've been dropping exclusive content on there every Sunday and Monday. So they've been rotating. So I got the assignment this Sunday, immediately after the Saints Falcons game. Catch me on there for the post game reaction and breakdown of what happened. And then Monday night, I will be on there either grading the team's performance or whatever assignment I draw from the Bleacher Report family on what they want me to talk about. And then Tuesday nights, as you all know, you can catch me and Antoine Smitty Smith and Chris Tipmore of A1 Forever Sports. We have all combined. We're known as the 95 North Sports Machine, along with Chris. And every Tuesday night, hopefully we'll have a special guest. We might have a special guest this Tuesday. We just got to go back and double check. But yes, definitely catch us at 8:00 on Tuesday night. Oh, and another one, Monday night, I will be on with Audio Falcon Mind, as I have joined also forces with Audio Falcon Mind. We do a show every other Monday, and we've labeled it When 95 Beats 75. And we've been having a ball, another, up and coming group, very savage group, I may add, with Mike and John over at Audio Falcon Mind. So I'll be on their platform also on Monday, man. So
this is great.
Pretty busy, man. From Sunday to Tuesday, man.
Oh man, I commend you, brother. I commend you.
Appreciate it, man.
You out there.
Must be the money that's turning me up. Must be the money. Hey,
what Tupac doing that video?
Fans, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. 95 North Falcons Talk Show is in the building. I'm talking about Falcons Sunday at the Benz. One time for the fans going to be there. Hit me up if you're going to be at the Benz. I'll definitely swing around by your section, wherever you're going to be at. Take some pictures, talk Falcons, whatever you want to do. Ain't going to be hard to find me. I'm like, right behind the team. So I'm going to be lit. I'm telling y'all right now, like, Falcon fans, y'all know how I am at these games, and it's going to be a show up and show out type of moment. Of course, with all the fans in the chat, we can't get to every comment because it would be too much going on. And we got through the show tonight not talking about Arthur Smith's position with the head coaching, not talking about Desmond Ritter's performance and how he's, fans are going back. We just want to get through the podcast and let people know that, we still believe in this team. We do see the errors. We do see the ups and downs of the team. And of course, the coaching staff has to see it because the fans are talking about it on a podcast. So, in that war room, from Coach Gray to Nielsen to Smith to everybody, even up to Terry, they want to make sure that this team can come out of the bye week, get a big win versus the Saints, get back on track. You can't show me one person in an organization who doesn't want that. They all know that they can get it done. And it does start Sunday against the Saints. Let's wipe away what happened the first half. The second half of the season, you can go out there and still win the division. You can go out there and still make the playoffs. Everything's on the table for you. All you have to do is just go win. That's all you have to do. And, of course, for Falcon fans, let that hate flow because we hate the Saints. So let that hate flow. Hate the New Orleans Saints. That's how it is, and that's how it's going to be. Falcon fans will be back Sunday night, and we hope that it ain't going to be that other type of podcast. You trying to come in here lit, tossing the table over, beat the Saints, talking cash money shit on the. I'm talking. You came out here to Atlanta, huh? You thought you were gonna be the Falcon, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You crawfish etouffee, huh?
You thought you made all that crawfish etouffee, huh?
Oh,
Falcon fans want to see a win. Everybody in the chat wants to see it. The organization wants to see it. The city wants to see it. And come on, y'all. Let's just be ready for this team on Sunday at 1. Falcon fans will be back here Sunday night. Berto, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to talk Falcons football with us. Of course, we have to bring you back on at the end of the season for our end of the season wrap-up. It's going to be our playoff wrap-up. Let's go ahead and say it now.
Let's do
for
it,
our
man.
Playoff postseason wrap-up. We got to bring you out here, brother.
Let's do it. I'm here. I'm here, brother.
Falcon fans is going down in the major way. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. We'll see y'all Sunday night. Berto, your podcast will definitely be on there next time. Bodie 3000.
Yes, absolutely.
Take that jacket off before you clean them gutters. It was raining yesterday. We'll see y'all next time on One Time for the Fan. Yeah.
All right.
Rise up.